Hi, everybody. How's it going? It's another random fragrance of the week. This is my series that I do weekly. I've been calling it Random Fragrance Tuesday because I decided to do it on Tuesdays and then I've missed Tuesday a couple times. And then I decided to keep calling it that. And then I thought, why don't I just call it Random Fragrance of the Week? Why do I have to call it Random Fragrance Tuesday? So I'm just going to call it Random Fragrance of the Week from now on. I think that makes more sense to me. I'm going to be doing this every week where I have this big guitar pedal box full of decants and samples of fragrances that I don't really wear too often and need some love, and I'll pull one out randomly, let you know what I think of it, and that's that. As usual, every time I go to record, somebody decides to set off a pipe bomb outside or something like that. Not really, but my neighbor's like weed whacking or something every single time. But anyways, before I get into this real quick, I hope everybody's doing well. I haven't been super onto this channel as I have a month or so ago. I've only really been doing this video. I've just been so busy with work and stuff like that. I have not had a lot of time, and I have not gotten any new fragrances. There are definitely some I'd like. I'd love to try the new Happy Land fragrances and stuff like that, but I just haven't gotten any. I haven't gotten any new movies or anything like that. I haven't read it. I've been busy. I haven't done anything new. So that's why. Anyways, let's pull into here. I apologize for the noise. It is a little loud. Cover your ears until I pull it out. But we're going to pull one out. I'm going to try not to get a Happy Land just because I've been pulling them out frequently. Although last week we got Loam, I believe. Okay, here's a random fragrance. What do we got? Here it is. We have Burberry Brit Splash. Okay. I got this when I went to Macy's like a year ago and I bought some fragrance and they gave me like this big whole thing of samples. And I got Burberry. I love Burberry London. If you follow my channel, you probably know that. It's probably one of my top 3 favorite fragrances. Burberry Brit, I'm not so keen on, but it's not terrible. There's a couple of flankers. There's Burberry Brit. There's Burberry Brit Splash, which is what this is. And there's Burberry Brit Rhythm. I wasn't too keen on these. This one, Splash, you're going to assume it's like a blue fragrance. But to be honest with you, I haven't smelled this fragrance in well over a year. It could even be 2 years at this point. So why don't we just spray it on and see what I get? And I'm not a big fan of blue fragrances, so take that with a grain of salt. Not a big fan, but they're okay sometimes. Sometimes you want that. Okay. Certainly a blue fragrance. You know, I'm smelling like citrus, and it's a nice, fresh, aquatic sort of smell. It's actually not too bad. It does smell very generic, though. If I'm thinking back to, like, Burberry Brit, because, again, I haven't smelled Burberry Brit in a while. That was kind of like almost like a Fougère style fragrance, and I feel like there's a little bit of that coming through here. I'm smelling a little bit of lavender at the top of this. I always find that lavender... You know, lavender can go either way. Lavender can be quite a warming sort of scent in certain fragrances, or depending on the type of lavender used, if it's not synthetic or anything like that, it can actually come off kind of sharp, very masculine, used for a lot of fragrances. I'm definitely detecting lavender at the top of this and aquatic citrus sorts of notes. And to be honest with you, right now, just spraying it on my hand right here, I can't give you any other than that. It's just a generic aquatic sort of scent. Aquatic ozonic citrus notes with lavender. I don't know what kind of citrus. Bergamot probably is normally used. Bergamot's kind of a peppery citrus sort of smell, used in many men's colognes as a peppery sort of sharp opening. It's not terrible, but this smells like so many other aquatics that I've smelled before. And, you know, aquatics aren't really my thing so much, so this is not something that I would ever really wear. I would never get a craving to wear Burberry Brit Splash. So, you know, if you're really into aquatics, I don't even know if I would recommend this because there's probably so many better ones that you would choose. But there's nothing about this that is offensive, I would say. I wouldn't say this is a bad fragrance. It has no character to it. It's very plain Jane. But that's all I can give you. It's really quite a boring fragrance. Not terrible, though. Just it's very boring. That's that. I pull out whatever I get and I review for you. So that's that. It wasn't very exciting, but yeah, Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said in the beginning, I know I haven't been around so much lately, but I just don't have anything to offer you. And I really tried not to do videos unless I have something because I don't like to bullshit anything. I don't like to. I know that it's bad for YouTube. The YouTube algorithm really likes when you upload consistently and like every day and a lot, but I don't care. I can't do it if I don't have anything to show you. Um, I really would like to get some new fragrances. Like I said, the Happy Land ones. If you know, I love Happy Land here. There's a couple old ones I want to try. I really do want to try El Gudo. If anyone's tried that, please let me know. That sounds like I would really like that. But EJ just came out with a new one called Shameless, which is supposed to be a summer sort of scent. And I saw some conflicting things, but some people even said it smelled like Bleu de Chanel. And that actually might be interesting because I don't hate Bleu de Chanel. But I know that EJ always puts a spin on fragrances, makes them smell very like art house almost. So I'd be interested to pick up a sample of that. And I think I might and review that for you guys. It sounds really interesting, but definitely El Gudo and Shameless, I really want to get a sample of and review for you folks because those sound like I'm just really interested in trying those. So that's what I'm interested in. Of course, as I've been saying for the past like month and a half, I want to try more Alexandria fragrances. But he doesn't do samples. You can't just buy a sample. The bottles I think are priced fairly well. I'm not just going to go buy a bottle unless it's something I absolutely know I'm going to like. There's a sample pack though, and it's a little bit expensive. I'm sure there's plenty I'd love to try from that house. There's other things on my plate right now, other things on my mind, so to speak. So that's that. I also do have, let me pull out of my thing here. I have Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. I reviewed that like a month ago. I got this, still wearing it. I still think it's fantastic. It is a little bit old school, but I really enjoy it. I've been wearing a little bit of Prada Amber Pour Homme. I love that. You guys know I'm going to wear that one. And I've been wearing Happy Land Signature, which is probably, definitely my favorite from the Happy Land studio house. By far, it is just unbelievable cinnamon tobacco with honey. And the dry down, man, that dry down is to die for. Like, I mean, it's unmatched from anything I've smelled. It's this ambroxan, this like honey rich ambroxan smell. It's very unique. It's very masculine, but so rich and amazing at the same time. And that's like the total opposite of what you think you would wear in the summer. But I said screw it, and I'm wearing it, and it just smells so good. I have a sample of that. I've been saying for years, literally at this point, I need to get a full bottle, and I really do because that is just incredible. I've been wearing that because one that smells similar I've reviewed before is Alexandria Fragrances Royal Equestrian, which is their version of Latent by Parfum de Marly. They don't smell exactly alike, but they have an extremely similar spice blend sort of smell at the top. They're definitely going different directions. They're not the same fragrance, but they have very similar spice blend. And I let my friend borrow that one, and I let him borrow Cupid Prestige. He's really been liking those, so that's why I wore Happy Land Signature. But that's what I'm up to. Just wanted to let you know. It's a little bit longer than my usual videos, but I just had to catch you up with things. I hope everybody's doing well, and as I say every time, let me know what your scent of the day is. If you've got any new pickups, you watched any fun movies lately, you've been playing any games, let me know what you've been up to. I love hearing from you folks. It makes my day. Have a great day, smell good, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.